What's going on, guys? We're back here on this crappy Monday in Ohio. It's cold and dreary outside. Naturally, I can't stand that. It makes me want to go home and take a nap. Anyhow, we're back here, and what was I going to say? I just shot this scene before and then realized I was holding the camera vertically like an idiot. So, you know, it would get that little bar that looks like crap in a video. So I'm starting over. So kind of sucks, but anyhow, what was I going to say? Oh yeah, I know. I'm sitting here slapping my gums with gum. I stopped using chewing tobacco, and it is a nightmare. So I've been chewing about 3 packs of gum a day, and it just sucks. Nicotine patches, all that shit, and it's terrible. But so you can hear my my microphone picking up on me slapping my jaws. My apologies, but you know, it is what it is. But anyhow, so I keep trying to remember to look at the lens and not myself. When I look at myself, looks like I'm like talking to my shoulder or something. Anyway, bad habit of mine. Oh yeah, sidetracked easy. So today we have got a customer's AK that the barrel has to be threaded for a muzzle device, and I know there's a million thread cutting videos on YouTube. I think I've even done one before, single point thread cutting on a lathe. You can find them everywhere. This one's different because it's a metric thread, and it is also a reverse thread. It's a 14 millimeter by 1/0 left hand pitch, so it's kind of different, a little bit different setup. The neat thing, what I'm going to show you, is that instead of having to remove the barrel and get it indicated in the lathe, with this lathe I've got here, I can actually put the whole gun in the lathe and indicate the barrel that way, and then thread it. So let me pause it, flip you around here, and show you what in the world I'm talking about. Okay, we're back. So I have got the whole gun. There's my muzzle flash suppressor with backward reverse thread. You can't see in there. And again, I don't know why it seems like fine threads never pick up good on camera. Anyway, it doesn't matter. There's my thread pitch gauge that I'll be using. Pop this dude at neutral. So what we got in here, got this dude chucked up, and I've already got the barrel indicated, and the way I did that was, can't see, but I had the steady rest in here. I had the steady rest holding this, and after, I had to keep going back and forth indicating, and it's hard to explain, but it's needed to make sure that you get the position at where you're holding, you're putting your steady rest is going to be the center pivot point of rotation, and then you can indicate from that. And I know I got it right, but there's a couple ways to tell. But what I'll do is, and then I've removed the steady rest, and I've just got the live center in the end. But I'll show you here. Grab my microphone on the lathe. Let me kick this thing in of course, now I need both hands, right? Yeah, come on. Gotta turn the chuck while there we go. While I'm trying to do that. Got that. Out of gear. I'll show you something real quick. If you can pick it up. And you can hear springs and stuff inside the receiver. There's something in there flopping around. That's not a big deal. So what I did was I indicated the last, I think, 3.5 inches of the bore. And the reason being, and I don't know if you guys can pick this up, a little bit of run out right there. People don't realize the barrels are bowed. Not all barrels, but you know, a lot of these, you know, guns like this, they've got a little bit of a bow in the barrel, and it won't affect, well, to an extent, it won't affect accuracy. All that matters is the last bit of bearing surface that contacts the the bullet, and the bullet contacts the lands and grooves is what matters, what makes a difference. So I got that all indicated in. The last takes 3.5 inches, and so then I got the center in there, and shut this dude off. And what I was going to say, if I can zoom in, what I did is you can see right here where I already machined a little relief for the threading. And the strange part is normally when you thread with a right hand thread, you're going from right to left. Well, I'm doing a left hand thread, so you're cutting from left to right. And if you'll notice, that's why I've got my compound facing this way instead of normally facing this way at 29.5 degrees. I've got it 29.5 degrees that way. Because you always want it pointing in the direction that your carriage is going to travel. So traveling left to right. It's kind of a pain in the ass because you see my threading tool is going to just barely have, oh, this thing's hard to turn without popping it in neutral. It's just barely going to have enough room. Might not look like it, but it's definitely sufficient for me to thread. I don't know that I'll, do a lot of this on camera as much as just bring you back and kind of let you follow along, but I'll show some of it and show you what I've got to do with the dials and everything here, and reading the stuff and engaging the half nut here. This engages the carriage to the lead screw, which is hidden underneath here, and that's what determines your threading. What determines your thread pitch is all the gears that's back inside here. And getting those figured out is like reading hieroglyphics, kind of. Right down here is my of course I've got somebody calling me. Give me 1 second, guys. I will be right back. All right, I'll probably edit this out, but maybe not. We're back. So I had a phone call I had to stop and take. But anyways, this here, hieroglyphics in Greek, whatever, is what you've got to follow to determine how to set up the gearing back here to thread the proper pitch. This is this chart here is for the standard threads, imperial, and this stuff here is for your metric. So I had to do a pitch of 1.0. So I had to put the number 30 gear in there, number 60 gear in there. They showed 30 had to what gear it has to engage, and then what the 60 has to engage. And then that one pitch has to be on 1 and T. So 1 and, oh, thank God, and T. I thought I was pointing at the R at first. So the 1 and the T, and then for the 1 pitch also has to be on A and C. So A and C. And then we'll take a scratch pass on the barrel, and then before taking an actual, cut, we will take my thread pitch gauge. That's not going to show up on camera worth a damn either. Oh, come on, man. Kind of. Let's see. Come on, zoom in. Doesn't want to do it that well. Anyway, we'll take that dude and make sure that it matches to my scratch pass. This is going to be a little bit more of a pain in the ass because with metric threading on a standard lathe, and what I mean by standard lathe is the lead screw underneath here is an 8 TPI, so it's an imperial thread, 8 threads per inch. God, this stuff is so hard to explain if you guys don't know what in the world I'm already talking about. If you don't, when you engage this engages the carriage to move, but first this dude will spin around, and it allows you to pick a number. Let me see if I can do this, turn this on to show you what I'm talking about. Sure that was going to hit. So you can see that this thing's spinning around. Now, as soon as you engage a number, it stops moving, and then the carriage moves. So if I'm chasing, depending on what thread pitch I'm chasing, of an imperial thread, I can engage this on any, like say if I'm doing a 28 thread pitch, I can engage using any of these 8, you know, 1 half knot, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then it tells you on, where's it at? This little list down here, which I'm not going to get all into, but it tells you which numbers you can engage for what thread pitch. And that way you don't have to, you can just reuse, you know, if you pick a number 1, you can just keep using 1, but it takes forever the thing to come back around to engage it again. But with the metric thread, whatever you initially engage on, you engage this half nut, you've got to keep it on there the whole time. You can't disengage it, because you're trying to catch the ratio, the proper ratio of this lead screw in here, all the gearing in this carriage, all the gearing in that headstock. You're trying to grab all that ratio in the same exact spot every time. Well, you can do that, and that's what this dude is showing you for imperial, you know, standard stuff. But it doesn't work that way when you're chasing a metric thread. So whatever you initially engage on, you've got to keep the thing engaged, and then be careful with just reversing and putting the lathing forward to move your carriage back, cut, back, cut, back, and cut, and keep doing it over and over again. Which is going to be interesting, a pain in the ass, since this is fairly close to my single point thread cutter. But anyway, I'm going to do scratch pass on this dude and get it started, and then I will bring you guys back and let you see what in the world I'm doing. So bring you back in a minute. And we are back. I just took the scratch pass. See here, it'll come on. There we go. It's my scratch pass. And of course, this dude is not going to want to get in here worth a damn. Let's see. What I will do, let's see here. People got to understand it's difficult to do all this stuff while fighting with the camera. Let's see here. I'm trying to look through the camera to do this. And it looks like it looks like that matches up with our, wait, does it or does it not? I can't tell. Yeah, that matches up, I believe. Yeah, all of them. Okay, so that's a proper third pitch. So I will probably try to put you guys on the stand to bring you back, let you see what in the world I'm doing. So let me get that set up, and then bring you guys back as I do this. All right, guys, this is turning out to be kind of futile. So futile? No, whatever. So I'm not sure how I'm going to do this, because this camera is definitely in my way. I think what I'll do is just chase this thread a little bit, keep bringing you back, and letting you see my progress. So we'll try that, and yeah, I'll bring you back. All right, people, I'm back, and I just went ahead and finished cutting the thread because, hey, why not? Anyway, let's see. Lord knows, I know fine threads never show up. I'm gonna try to do this, and it'll look like shit, because that's just how threads always look on camera. I don't understand why. You kind of see it, but the glare makes it look all goobered up. Anyway, it's a perfect thread. I promise you that. And oh, here we go. So, get this dude. It's a nice fit. No, no slop to it. Doesn't fit like a Home Depot nut and bolt. Anyway, there we go. And that dude's on there nice and straight and good and all that stuff. And all I've actually got left is to weld a bayonet lug and then reshape it and machine it for the bayonet to fit. And then it'll be good to go. But that's what we were. Oh, backward thread. Always forget. So strange. No muscle memory just wants to lefty loosey, righty tighty. I still to this day don't understand why they thought it was a brilliant idea to do left-handed threads on some of these guns. It's just, I don't know. Maybe somebody in the comments can tell me if there's some particular reason that they did that I'm not thinking about. Anyhow, anyway, we're back this way. So that was my short video for the day. Hopefully when I edit this thing, it's not 30 minutes long. Hopefully this one actually be like a 5 or 10 minute video or whatever. It's not that I don't have plenty of stuff to show you guys. It's just that I don't have the time. I'm backed up. I am busy. But do me a favor, and it just lets me know that you guys are enjoying watching my videos and you guys like what I do. If you can click the like button, that'd be great. And subscribe and all that good stuff. I'm trying to be able to get some videos out and do some stuff that you guys like, and maybe even some stuff that's different. There's a lot of things out there that a lot of people haven't seen, including probably a guy chucking up a whole AK47 or AK-15 Joe Biden, idiot. But anyway, so I don't think there's much of that kind of stuff, and I'm trying to put some content out there of different things that I do. And one thing I plan on doing in the future, probably if anybody's interested, is when I hot blue. Probably going to show that. I've seen a lot of videos of it, and I won't say a lot, but the few that are out there, there's very few people that actually do it the proper way. Most people don't understand the process or really understand what in the world they're doing or why it does what it does, and it shows. So I'm going to try to do some videos like that. And then just some other random things that I do normally throughout the day. But as I get some cool or different or neat jobs, I'll try to find some time to make a video of them. But anyway, as for that, that is all finished. And thank you for watching. And I will see you guys next time.